Today, we're going to talk about how to understand what a time signature is, what those two confusing numbers at the start of your piece are. What do they mean? How do you read them? Let's hook into it. The top number tells you how many beats there are in a bar, and the bottom number tells you what type of notes you're counting. So if we were in 2/4, we've got 2 crotchets or quarter notes in a bar. For time signatures that have a 2 on the bottom, we're looking at minims or half notes. For time signatures that have a 4 on the bottom, we're looking at crotchets or quarter notes, or 8, which is quavers or eighth notes. We also have something called simple meter and compound meter. Simple meters are time signatures that can be divided into 2 equal parts. In that simple meter bracket, we've got simple duple, which means there are 2 beats divisible by 2, so our top number is a 2 there. Simple triple, which means there are 3 beats that can be divided by 2, and that top number becomes a 3. And simple quadruple, which means there are 4 beats divisible by 2, and that puts a 4 in that top spot. Compound meters are time signatures that can be divided into 3 equal parts. Usually they're split in dotted notes or grouped in 3s. And again, in that bracket, we've got compound duple, which means there are 2 beats divisible by 3, so our top number becomes a 6. Compound triple with 3 notes divisible by 3, our top number is a 9 there. And compound quadruple, which of course is 4 notes divisible by 3. And that top number becomes a 12. We also have something called cut time and common time. Those are just different names for 2/2 and 4/4. We also get something called odd time signatures, which is where the top number in the time signature is an odd number. You might have 5/4, 7/4, 7/8, 11/4. All of those would be odd time signatures. There are quite a few different counting techniques that you can use. There's methods like Cordelier and Thaler, but we're going to use today as our example just the pretty straight Western music technique of 1 E and A. This is one that I tend to use with most students, unless we're exploring more complex rhythms. Of course, one of the downsides with using 1 E and A is that the smallest note we look at here is a semiquaver. If you're looking at rhythms that are smaller than that, you might come across problems if you really do need that assistance counting. If we were looking at 2/4, we would count the 16th notes in there as 1 E and A, 2 E and A. If I was looking at 3/4, we'd have 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A. 4/4, of course, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. And then 5/4, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 5 E and A. 6/4, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 5 E and A, 6 E and A. 7, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 5 E and A, 6 E and A, 7 E and A. That's some examples of simple meters. For compound meters, you've got a little bit of a choice here. So if you've just got eighth notes in the bar and you're looking at 3/8, you could count it either as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1 and A, 1 and A. If you've got 6/8, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1 and A, 2 and A, 1 and A, 2 and A. With things like 7, you can count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're in 9/8, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or again, you might want to count that as 1 and A, 2 and A, 3 and A, 1 and A, 2 and A, 3 and A. In 12, you can sit there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I don't know about you, I get a little bit tongue-tied when I'm trying to say my 11s and 12s that quickly. So it can be much easier if you want to count that as 1 and A, 2 and A, 3 and A, 4 and A, 1 and A, 2 and A, 3 and A, 4 and A. If you just remember that the top tells you how many notes in a bar, the bottom tells you what type of note, you can usually get a good sense of it. Unless you're getting into really complex time signatures, but I feel like if you're at that point, you're probably not watching this video. I hope that makes sense. Time signatures are a little bit of an enigma, kind of one of those things that you sort of shy away from really asking about because you get like 5 years into music lessons and think, why don't I know how to do that? I hope this has helped, and I'll catch you next time.